Hey everybody, Mr. Review here, and welcome to Firewatch. Now, if you remember yesterday, I said I would do something different for today, and this is it. Now, here's the schedule for the next couple weeks. Until this is done, Firewatch will take up the Monday and Wednesday slot for uploads. Tuesdays will be taken to Psychonauts, and Thursdays will be Borderlands 2. Now, without further ado, let us go. Campo Santo, see what you got. Panic Incorporated. You see Julia. Just about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby UC Boulder. You, Henry, are drinking out with some pals. You approach her. You are drunk. You're pretty. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You are a future hangover. What? You reply, confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Okay. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about everywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an imitating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen while Julia's walking this dog. It's badass. I want the beagle. Name it Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? Not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if I have a couple little idiots. That'd be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah. I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. Alright, so my back. Fireworks there for a trail is not recommended for experienced hikers. No fireworks. Don't forget to check in. It's Thursday night, and Julie is 4 hours late. She doesn't call you, worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You ignore. You don't touch each other all night. The next day, you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plans from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. Flex like He-Man. You look awesome. This game is too beautiful. 2 forks, 8 miles. Oh. 1982. During the summers, you and Julie enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets sick. Bucket gets kicked. Dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. You beat his goddamn face in. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julie asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say it's okay, but you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids. Get waylaid by work. Julie gets offered a job at Yale's in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. So department chair, she wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her not to take the job. You tell her this means you won't have a family. She says that's bullshit. She's absolutely right. She asks if her taking the job means that you won't come with her. You say yes. Again, bullshit. But she decides not to take it. (1985). Julia is asked to leave Boulder on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she happily loaned them to him 2 days prior. Julia was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, you worry Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Yeah. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he's getting in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into the bed and makes love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2-week visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. Her family agrees with your decision. Find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. You go to the bar with old friends, it's not the same. You get the feeling every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide not to see your old friends that much. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by. Bucket dies. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to log in on you. And in the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming and you see a job ad in the paper for that. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. All right, that was not depressing at all. Let's just go to the tower. Oh, thoroughfare lookout. Yeah. Beautiful. This is Firewatch. The game about watching fires. That's it. Literally nothing else happens for an entire summer, which happens in real time. I'm completely joking. Narwhal. Alright. So that was... Whoa! My eyes hurt now. So we are going this way. I hate how you lower your map while you're moving. Really quick. Alright, I'm done. Gotta display subtext. Just to walk through the woods in a really pretty looking game. And there. I'm going to copy the information. What? That's a safe looking rope. Almost to the shale slide. Note, this is probably gonna be a longer episode because I don't want to stop it. You know. I just want to get through the first day, so I don't want it all to be depressing. This is not that slow. That voice crack. Huh. For Christ's sake. It's like southern. For Christ's sake. I like how they went from magic missile, screaming wife, like fire feel. I don't know. Like magic missile though. Meh. I'm saving this for later. Not really tied, they're just kind of left there. Oh jeez. You know, yeah, nah, ugh. Bogus. Um, uh, um, now I'm not a physicist. Uh, you know, I'm no physicist, but that doesn't happen. Like how I went, too bad. Now what's up here? Oh, it's just way back to the lake. Confusing me. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. This is gonna be like a 45-minute episode. Oh jeez. Why did I go into this type of accent? I don't even know what this is. I just want to get to day 2. Now, Roy Sullivan was an actual person. Come on. Oh, jeez.